Roll Tide, everybody. I'm trying to do a little brief series on transfers that I think will be very instrumental to the University of Alabama this year. The next person up is Nikai Hill Green. It's crazy to say this, but this guy's kind of like a journeyman. He's been in several different schools, but he's been pretty much producing everywhere he's gone. And I don't want to waste time sugarcoating it. Nikai Hill Green, being a senior, being that this is his last year, if I'm not mistaken, he kind of linebacker they're saying that walks in the room and he just looks like your LB1, not necessarily a backup dancer, but we do know at the University of Alabama right now, we have our linebackers kind of set, but I'm hearing this guy's getting a lot of playing time. He's looking forward to a lot of playing time if he doesn't break into the starting lineup. I don't know exactly who the starters are. He's born in Baltimore, Maryland, forged at the famed St. Francis Academy. Look him up. They play big time ball up there. It's just he's been battle tested across 3 different programs. I mean, that's a lot. 6'2", 235 pounds. He's a very violent player. Got the frame like a good cruiserweight boxer. He has very good instincts, long arms, knows how to use them, more importantly, and he's kind of has a good thick core and a neck that looks like he plays linebacker in the NFL, not just the SEC. But he's built to erase some plays out there. So we like that. His playing style is described as kind of personal, and I like that. He's good at diagnosing plays, and he detonates a play. When he makes contact, he really tries to put a good pop on him. The downhill thumper, as they call it. And I just got some notes I've taken from different articles just talking about him, and he likes to he definitely finishes his tackle. He has very good fluid movement. His feet are very good, and he has a real high motor, a real high motor, which is good. He's gonna need it. Like I said, this is the kind of guy, out of everybody I've seen, he's kind of the guy, unless it was an open position, because the tackle position on the right hand side opposite Proctor, it's up for debate. Other than that position, this is the only transfer I really see coming in and could possibly get to the point where they're a starter. I mean, it's possible, because I know Lawson's going to be out there as a starter. He's the captain, but he may break in. It may not be at the other middle linebacker, but it could be at one of the other positions, depending on what kind of plays he makes during the year. He's not considered flashy or loud. He just gets better as he keeps going. He reads plays very well, comes off of blocks. And he really loves getting up the quarterback when his number is called. Just looking at his stats from his previous school, he started at Michigan. I'm not sure. He probably was a 2022, 24, 23. So I think he missed the title. Yeah, he missed the title year, but he was playing there. He had 51 tackles, a pass breakup. He played more in 2021. Then he transferred to the University of Charlotte, where he had 73 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, pass breakups, and some forced fumbles. And then he went on from there to join Coach Prime out there at Colorado, where he had a really good season. They had a stellar season for Colorado. He started 11 games there. He had 82 tackles, 54 solo tackles, 11 and a half for loss, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. That's really moving around. A couple of pass breakups. They have stats on 3rd down stops. That's interesting. He had 7 of those and 2 4th down stops. He was a second team all Big 12 and top 15 in the Big 12 for tackles and tackles for loss. I mean, he really could have stayed with Colorado and moved on to the NFL at the rate he was growing, but I know things have been shaky, and if you have a chance to move to a better program these days, hey, you gotta take care of mama. That's all I can say. You gotta take care of mama. Our linebacker room is in transition. Let's see. We lost to Jefferson to the NFL, but we always can need more. You never know. We had 2 major injuries last year with Lawson going down pretty early. May have made a difference in a couple of games. You never know. But I think this guy is going to be like a plug and play enforcer for our defense. And he got that nasty streak. And, he's coming in to make his mark. 1 year, hit or quit, hit and quit. He's not there to babysit freshmen. He's not trying to become team captain. He's there to get stats. That's how it is. It's transactionary. He's in there to make a splash, make a name for himself, and move on. That's just the day we're living in. People say it's a mercenary type of situation, but hey, it is what it is. Like I said, he has awesome instincts. He reads offenses like a coordinator, they say. Like I said, a lot of tackles for losses. I mean, it's not easy to do. May not get that many in the SEC because sometimes they don't want you in the backfield so much. And he can cover. He was team captain in Charlotte, and he was a vocal anchor there at Colorado. And we need people to be leaderships. The best way to have a great team is to have a team full of leaders. I mean, when the coach says this is the leader, that's the captain. Don't mean you can't lead through your play and sometimes through your words. Been very doable. Started in 28 games over the last 3 seasons. The speed they say could be better. 2022, he had a hamstring issue, and they're saying that he has a limitation when it comes to being a blitzer. He's more surgical than explosive off the edge. So that's okay. There's plenty of work to do between +1 yard and +10. So if he can lock that down, if he can stop him at the line of scrimmage, we need that too. So he's an answer. He's an answer to a question. I think, I'm not saying he's not a starter, but he's definitely probably the 3rd man out between the middle linebackers. And I think he's the kind of player that's going to, with a good defensive line play, he's going to be out there making some plays. He's going to allow our safeties to play faster because I think he's the kind of player, like all of our linebackers have to be, especially in the middle. He's going to kind of glue the entire 4-2-5 swarm together for Coach Womack. So whether he'll start at Mike sometimes, I don't know, but he's definitely been a field general who can read the quarterback wherever he's going. He's not some Band-Aid. I think he will dominate when given the opportunity. That's the one thing about him being a seasoned vet of college football. I think he'll make the most of his opportunities. And I think he's going to, out of everybody I'm going to put in this series, I think he's going to make the biggest splash for the University of Alabama. So if you're an offensive coordinator out there in the SEC, hey, you better know this guy's name. You better know where he is on the field. You better know if he plays a lot or plays a little. I think when he gets in the game, he's going to be very, very effective. But that's all I have right now for Nikai Hill Green. Until next time, always remember, roll, tide, roll.